We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome back to These Unprecedented Gays, your go-to podcast for all things queer, where we unpack the nuances of LGBTQ plus life in these unprecedented times. It's like my coffee mug says that I got for Christmas. Be nice to me, or you'll be on my next podcast.
No, do you really have that?
Yes.
Stop it.
Andy, can you grab it, please? Because Katie gave it to me.
Oh my god! Why have I not seen this? Why have I not seen this?
It is very cute. It was perfect when I opened it. And it was like,
Is it custom?
I don't know if it's custom
Careful,
or she found it.
End up in my next podcast. I love that. That's cute.
So, we're doing this cruise next year with our friends. Like
this year, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this year. Oh my god,
Girl,
it is this year.
2025.
Oh my god.
Hey, it is crazy. Like, I had a meeting on my calendar. Like, it's a recurring meeting, right? And I was like, oh, it dropped off my calendar. And I was like, oh, that's weird. It's supposed to go until January 7th, 2025. And I was like, it's January 7th, 2025. Like, oh god, it's 2025. Like, oh my god, it's 2025.
Yeah. So we are going with like 16 of our friends. I talked about this before. But it's like the biggest thing that everybody is trying to figure out is whether or not to buy the drink packages on the cruise.
But the cruise is how many days?
It's 7 days. Right. And when you buy a drink package on the cruise ships, you have to buy it for every person in the room over 18.
Oh, it's a requirement?
It's a requirement. And
sorry, Nick,
it has to be for every day of the cruise.
I can drink for 2.
So if it's like...
accepted.
And that's how Nick died.
So if it's like $160 per person per day.
Oh my god.
You know
times
that,
5 days.
Yeah,
7 days.
that article
7 days.
about the guy that fell overboard off the cruise? That's
That'll
what he
be
was
Nick.
trying to win the 2-drink challenge.
Oh my god.
So
If you think about it, if you only have one, it's still all you can drink. So
right.
You don't really need the second one. But
well, do they and like
that's true.
It's like top shelf, middle shelf, bottom shelf, like whatever the shelf, right? Like you can get whatever you want.
I think it's a certain number of drinks, like they cap it at 16 drinks a day or something.
Oh, and like,
I mean, that's
and
a
I
lot.
think
That's 1 hour of the waking days.
But like, it also, I think it's based on like what package you get. So if you get the deluxe, you get top shelf. If you get
so they have different options.
super, there's a middle,
premium?
and then regular is just well. And then it's like, but, our friends do drink quite a bit when we're out. So it's just like,
your friends.
They may have the budget about, the cost-benefit analysis may be different for them than it would be for...
Right. Across the board, different people are, it's like...
But in our case, you're going to be off the ship for most of the day 4 times...
Out of the 7 days.
4 of those 7 days.
Yeah.
So you're just talking about what you would drink at night, and we'll have a couple of drinks, but not...
And you can't bring, if you want to bring, a bottle of wine from one of your excursions, can you bring it back?
Each person can bring 1 bottle of wine at the beginning of the cruise only.
But what if you wanted to buy stuff while you're out? You can't?
You can. I think when you buy it, there and you're going to bring it, they will store it for you until you're ready to leave.
Until you're to the end of the cruise.
No
You
shit.
can't buy it for consution on the ship.
Correct.
Damn, they're strict.
Well, they're trying to make money.
That makes sense.
Well, then not only that, but I don't want to do that. I don't think we're going to buy anything when we're out at because
if you found a really nice, cool, funky wine that you tried and you wanted to bring some home with you.
Yeah.
But they scan when you go in back on the ship, after a stop, they scan you through an X-ray machine. So I assume they can find this.
Damn, they're strict.
They'll
So what's the cost benefit analysis then?
How many drinks you might drink in a day versus if you bought, you always have the option of just buying
The beverage
per drink.
Yeah. Right. Could you do a day pass of unlimited, or you
it's all or nothing.
Oh,
right.
That's hard.
And it's weird because it's they're not that expensive on the cruise. The drinks aren't that expensive.
A la carte, yeah.
What you would pay at a normal bar,
right?
$15 for a mixed drink.
So how much is it per person?
So I think it's $120
per person
per day
per person per day.
Oh dear.
So $240
per
room.
times 7.
Times 7.
Oh my!
So more than $1,000.
So I
Right?
mean, well, here's the
Is
thing:
my math right?
Because if you guys are out most of the day and you have 2 drinks and they're $15, that's $30 each. That's $60. You're already like, you know what I mean? Because you're a one and done. Paul's a one and done.
You just did our cost benefit analysis. Thank you.
No, but like,
did you not get that far yet?
No. It's exactly what we were thinking.
But like, on the cruise ship, I will probably at the most, if I'm feeling particularly spicy and saucy that day, I might have 3.
Yeah, I'm like
the entire day.
I would love to see 3-drink Paul.
2-drink Paul was already like really fun.
There will be stories.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you're on those unlimited packages, they don't include bottles of wine. And that's where if I'm going to buy something, it'll be at dinner, let's get a really nice wine.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So
is
I'd be
it
buying
just,
that extra anyway.
so that's not included in. Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Okay, yeah. So don't do the thing. That's
you'd
what
probably buy the glass choices that you would get included.
Yeah, but even still,
like,
just a la carte.
all
Like
their
if you're
good
not,
stuff is-
because you're not going to be like, if you're back at like 6, you're not going to be having like 10 drinks.
Right.
You know, maybe 2 glasses of wine with dinner, maybe 3 or 4, but even still, like you're below the like maximum threshold of whatever.
Well, and then the other thing is like, neither one of us drinks soda, really. So that's part of the package as well.
Is it unlimited? Oh, that's included.
But you could buy the soft drink, like when you would bring kids on the cruise, you get the soft drink package for them. They can, it's like one of those Coke machines they have at the movie theater where
And
you
it comes
can just,
with a souvenir cup.
Yeah.
I know. None of us kept the souvenir cup.
There's unlimited milkshakes. Ooh, this is a different
Okay.
thing.
Okay. But you have to get the refreshment or the deluxe drink package to get that.
That's so much.
And then the thing for Paula is like those packages include coffee, but they don't include the Starbucks fancy coffees.
Oh my
and that's
God.
what he would drink. So
Right.
They are just like
This is sounding less and less
listen,
like you need it.
the cruise, that's a great business if you ever need to venture.
But okay, so you don't need the refreshment. You get the classic that has a soda with it.
Yeah.
And then you go get soft serve. And then you go get a root beer or a Coke.
And you're done.
Put your soft serve in there and boom.
Well, the coffees and teas, is that like drip coffee? Do they have
Yes.
iced coffee?
They probably have ice, but it's normal basic coffee. It's
Yeah,
not
right.
I mean, I'm
cappuccinos
fine with
and
that. Like, do they do espresso or no?
mocha chocolate.
Yeah,
No.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
No, Sabrina Carpenter.
Because we're on a cruise.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're these unprecedented gays. And
These people are going to be so tired of hearing about this cruise.
I know. They're like,
No,
will it
I'm
happen
not.
already?
Listen, we've been edging them and we've been like a little bit here, a little bit there, and then it's going to happen, and they're going to be like, oh, the cruise is over.
Yeah. It's surprisingly going to be here very soon.
It's in 4 months.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we
It
only
is.
have one more flight to book, and
Yeah.
and we have all our hotels booked.
Because when do you guys go? May?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
second or third week. of
May 12th.
Yep.
Right. That's in 4 months.
Yeah, less than 4 months. Because the time is flying.
That's a trimester.
And like we have so much, like I have a lot of traveling coming up in like the next month and a half.
Yeah.
So they're already like picking on me at work because they're like, you already have the first 5 months of the year you're taking 2 months off. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Actually, you could say the first 4 months.
Yeah, basically.
And
I know, and I'm like, okay.
and what's the problem?
Is the glass half full or half empty? And I'm going to be here for 2 months. That's the part to celebrate.
Remind me the name of the ship you're going on.
We are going on the Explorer of the Seas.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's a Voyager class ship. It's a little bit on the older side. It's not like the new ones like the Icon or the Wonder or anything like that. But this is also the size ship, and I think the exact ship. Not the exact ship, but like
The
this
same layout
and everything. It was called the Explorer of the Seas, but a different one. But it was that one that we did in Mexico with the kids, and we really enjoyed it. It's big enough that you don't really see the same people over and over again, but it's small enough that it doesn't feel like you're getting lost all the time.
I mean, it looks like they have a mall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like a big courtyard in the middle that runs almost the length of the ship.
And there's like shops.
That's shops and bars and
Wow.
a little like pizza snack place.
There's a
and,
theater.
Yeah, there's a casino.
There's an ice skating rink in the bottom.
Stop it.
Which one's the poop deck?
Wherever deck I'm on.
On Mexico night every day.
There's a chapel
Oh yeah,
People
there's a
get
chapel
married
up there
on the-
too. Yep. People do get married. Like if
On the
they're when
cruise
they're
ship.
docked, people will have a wedding reception.
Very
And
interesting.
then they can, but then they have to get off the
Yeah,
ship.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Constantly long.
And they have a morgue. Every ship has a morgue, right?
Yes, every ship has a morgue and has
It's
a
like
brig.
required.
We're going to be on the 8th floor.
Yeah, we're on the 8th floor for ours. We have our
Right in there.
we have our stuff that we normally do. Like we do the piano bar a lot. We do trivia
okay.
a lot. We don't really go to the casino because we're not just really big gamblers and stuff.
Huge.
Is there like,
So
if you win a lot of money, like,
That's our room.
There you go.
how do they like
Right in the middle.
regulate
That's
that?
good spot.
it's international waters,
Not by
So
the
nothing
elevator.
matters.
so it doesn't
You just do
matter.
whatever you want.
But
Oh
you're
my
not
God.
going to win a lot of money.
Yeah, every time I feel like a cruise, I just think of like the Knives Out murder mysteries.
Okay, let me tell you something. Going back to the casino thing. I was on a ship one time, and I was doing I had $20. I put into a penny slot, and I was going through, and I had won $5 here, $10 there, blah blah blah. Got up and left, and a woman sat down right behind me and won
Did you win the jackpot?
$1,000.
Oh,
Oh man.
I was like, son of a bitch.
it always happens that way.
Exactly.
Always happens
Well,
that way.
and then we were talking about the cost benefit analysis. There's a hack that they're on YouTube you can watch, and the thing is, if you get enough points in the casino, while you're in the casino, your drinks are free. So if you were desperate and looking for
They're free already.
no.
Oh, it's not like Vegas.
It's not like Vegas. So, but the number of points you have to lose $12,000 to start getting free drinks.
okay. Well, that doesn't.
That's
The
an
benefit
investment.
is not really there.
No. I was just telling because Nick's looking at the website, and I was like, "We have a balcony because I can't do interior or ocean
But
view
how-
anymore."
Is the balcony?
A balcony.
There's like a railing, right?
Yes.
There's a railing. It's like a glass wall with
Oh
a
my
railing on
god,
the top.
I would be so
Are-
scared.
And you're kind of separated from the people next to you.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to look through the crack, you could see.
And Bruce has a junior suite, so
okay,
we're gonna
Miss,
tell.
okay, Miss Junior.
I know. I'm like, so we'll be hanging out in your room for a little bit.
What does that mean? Is it like a?
It's a little bit
like
bigger,
an apartment almost.
like a small studio.
Okay.
It's a little more girthy.
Yeah, it's probably his room is probably going to be as big as the living room here.
Oh, and that's a suite.
Yeah,
That's pretty. Well, I guess it's a boat, so you're not
Right.
getting a lot of square feet.
but
I mean, our room would be if there was a wall kind of right here where I'm sitting. That would be a big shotgun room.
Right,
It
right.
feels very comfortable.
because you have a view of the ocean, so it's like
you know what I saw somebody do that I was like, do I want to do that? Is they put a hammock on their balcony.
no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Why?
You will fall over.
Because what if there's the water, you hit a wave, and then you just go woo?
Plus, what do you tie it to?
You tie it to the tops of the separators between the
Do
rooms.
you think those separators are going to hold all your weight, girl?
Oh,
And I don't mean anything by your weight. It wouldn't hold mine or yours.
it would barely hold a
That
feather.
would be
When you said you tie it to the tops, I'm like, wait, what about the bottoms? Are there two tall men who are total tops? They're like, I'm ready to hold you.
I got you, girl.
Well,
You can hammock, tie that around my neck.
Well, and we've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and it's people are like, oh, here's some hacks for you, and it's always the same thing. It's always bring a white noise machine because there's a lot of noise, and I'm like, it's a fucking cruise ship. There's white noise directly outside your window.
Yeah, that's the ocean.
I know.
Open your door.
And then, well, they tell you not to open your door because if somebody opens your room door while your balcony door is open, it creates a vacuum.
What?
It's like that decompression where the
Yeah.
person gets sucked out the plane.
Wait. A vacuum of what?
If the ship is in motion,
out?
yeah. If the ship is
amazing.
in motion, and you have your sliding glass door open on your balcony, and then somebody opens your front door to the cruise ship,
There's an equalization of the
Oh my
air
god! So
pressure.
if the ship is a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
right? And and the other one is get these metal hooks, and you can hang stuff from anywhere in your room because the rooms are made of metal. the walls and everything.
Oh, are they like magnetic?
Yeah, so like magnetic hooks. Then you can put stuff up and they're like, oh, you can hang your wet clothes, or you can hang stuff that normally you can't fit anywhere else, or extra towels or something like that. And I'm just like,
That's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, wait, extra towels, you just call it the galley or whatever.
I'm just going to take apart my monkey and get an extra towel.
You can hang your camera for OnlyFans.
There you go, probably. Oh, so they tell you are not allowed to bring decor like upside. You can't bring pineapples and turn them upside down on your door.
You can't decorate your door and signal specific things.
Correct.
Wait, can you decorate your door already?
You can decorate your door.
Every cruise ship's different now, so they some of them have just done away with door decor at all because they can't keep up with the secret coding of what it all means. Yeah.
I love the world.
Is this like a whiteboard on your door?
No, it's just like a door, and they tape
stuff, or they use magnetic hooks.
That's a hack.
But you can't do upside down pineapples and stuff because they don't want people knowing you're a swinger.
Girl, they're an app for that, and they're on the Wi-Fi. They swing with that.
No, you can pay premium for that Wi-Fi.
They want it, listen, if there's a will, there's a way.
I'm sure there's a meetup on the Lido deck.
That's true.
That.
Well, they've prepped before. They're like Swingers United.
That was the other thing. People would also put it on other people's doors as a prank.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can't have nice things.
Listen.
That's why everybody kept a knocking.
Yes. So anyway. All right. So how was your week, Joe?
Very bland. The only highlight of my week is that randomly at work they had like a snow day sort of thing because they launched like a new ski goggle or whatever. So
this is Southern California.
Yeah.
Oh well, they do go skiing a lot. People around here do.
Well, so they're in Australia right now too, and I was like,
Who?
why am I not in Sunbum?
So why are you in Australia?
Girl, hello. These are questions I have to ask because I follow them on Instagram. And I'm like,
oh, those are cute. Can you get me a pair?
I have a discount if they think like 60% off if you want.
Oh my god!
Do you ski?
No.
He will never use these.
No. So cute.
Listen, you are gonna be like patient zero of this new trend. Where like, remember it was like maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago where everyone started wearing the big like exercise like cycling glasses, and I was like, this is stupid. You could have ski goggles,
right? Exactly.
Like, go bigger. So they had, I guess, this promotion, and they had like they brought in like I'm guessing it was a snow machine, like how they make fake snow,
but
out of ice. Like so, they had like a hill, and you could like sled down. It was
God, that's
big.
so much fun!
Yeah, but it was for kids only.
You should be like, I'm a kid at heart. I'm a child of God. Oh my god, that's so cute!
I didn't think about that.
Why do they do it at the Wild Animal Park?
Dressed up as a
banana?
A banana.
I think it's like part of the costume culture, I think, or something. I'm still learning. But, like bananas, like I think because the
your
guy,
mascot is a gorilla
monkey or something.
Yeah,
and he eats bananas. So, but yeah, that was kind of cool because it was like, hey everyone, come over to like the whatever and like get some free hot chocolate. I was like, I like free stuff, and I'm like, this company is so like not serious. I love it. I was
They're
like,
the Sabrina Carpenter of the
yeah, with not as much like horny undertones. Maybe they are. I don't know.
You don't know the culture
Your company
yet.
sells lotions and potions. Of course, they're got horny undertones.
No, it's not that kind.
Do they
Although my
lube yet?
coworker, I learned or maybe it was last week. I was like, oh, like where did you work before? And he's like, oh, I worked at like a manufacturing place up in Vista. Our biggest client was Astroglide, and I was like, you made lube, and that's when I learned that lubricant is a Class 2 medical device.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, what? I'm like, you're regulated by the FDA, and they're like, yeah, because it has to be compatible with condoms. And there's a condom regulation where lube has to be able to like not break the condoms, and there has to be like specific testing.
Oh, that explains because there's a silicone lube that I really like that came from Europe, and you can't get it in the U.S. anymore. It doesn't. They don't import it. You can still get it in other countries. We bought some when we were in Australia. But like you can't.
They don't have it.
You can't buy it here.
You sneak that
Really?
into the States.
Well, in which you have to
personal
claim
consumption.
it on your duty free or whatever. Duty. Duty-free lube.
Yeah, it slipped right under the border.
So yeah, that was kind of, that was, I guess, the highlight of my week. How about you? What's new?
Nothing much. It felt like a really long week, but it wasn't. But it just felt like that. And so today, me and the girls went into another escape room.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did.
Did you win it?
We did, and we still had. I think we still had 17 minutes left.
And what was the thing, like state fairs or something?
It was called Fair Game at Red Door Escape Room, and it was all fair-based games. So it was really cool because some of them looked like some of the ones from Survivor. You know how they had the one where you had to like pull on different ropes and get the ball up the thing, but you couldn't have it drop through one of the other holes. You had to get up to the top hole.
I've never done that one.
It's like a maze kind of thing.
And it's really kind of cool. And I was like, oh my God, this was kind of fun. And then the clues and stuff, the games were hard enough to figure out in the rooms. But we were able to, once we all kind of worked together, we got it done. And it was still a lot of fun. There were some jump scares, definitely. So
did they try and scare you?
A little bit, because like we didn't realize that there was like a, because it was a fair kind of set
like
up.
A creepy clown.
They had a cannon, like a human cannonball. So we had to figure out where they were.
Like a legit human?
No,
no.
But we had to figure this thing out. Like it was a stackable thing. You had to get the face and the body and stuff right. And then once you did, they're like, you found the human cannonball. And then all of a sudden in the corner up in the top, a human cannonball shot off. And we're like, we didn't know it was going to do that. And we're like,
were you startled?
Yeah.
Did you shriek?
I did.
Did you gay gasp?
Grabbed his pearls. So question.
Yes.
This is like the third one you guys have done.
Yes.
Is doing other ones making it easier or faster to solve them when you, like, is practice a factor here?
You could say yes, because it gets you thinking outside the box. Like, okay, this has to be something, or this has to be something. Yeah. Why is this here? What, that kind of thing. Yeah. But then also we tend to try to do different ones each time, so we don't try to repeat a theme. So like we did a murder one time. We did Wizarding World kind of thing. Oh, that was
the
horrible.
Harry Potter knockoff.
Yeah, and then we did this one, which is Fair Games. So it's the same, but not.
I've done Prison Break.
Is it all at the same place?
Yeah.
No, well, we did 3 different places.
Oh,
but
so
I do want to
okay.
do Prison Break. But I think it's only like a 6 or 7.
It's a 7.
A 7 out of 10.
Listen, some of us were not wanting to do a full on. I was looking. Yours was an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, we want to do Confinement, which is a 9 out of 10.
Prison Break with you?
No, it's with Steve and his brother.
Oh.
Like Confinement, I want to do because that's a 9 out of 10.
Jeez.
But
you guys, at this point, you guys are going to become like competitive escape room people.
That was my other question, though. Like, have you guys changed the way you interact as a team going through this? Like, you.
Oh yes, I'm the board keeper. So like, I'm the one who writes down all the clues. So like, if there's numbers or letters, I write it down so then I can. But I'm also the one who also thinks outside the box. So I'm like, whenever we have letters that we need to figure out what the word is, like I'm usually the one that can see it.
You're putting it down.
So, yeah.
So wait, you just write everything down.
I do a lot of that.
Mama got receipts.
But also,
you were the receipt keeper.
But I also know that I'm a competitive person, so if I get right into the middle of it, I'll want to take over, and I don't want to do that.
Oh.
So
pushing everybody.
Look at you being a team player.
I know.
You're like, well, listen, I don't want to do this better than you, so I'm going to be the documentarian and record all this shit.
But I will judge you.
But I also I don't like when we get in there and it goes really fast.
Like, I know it's timed.
I know. I'm like, we have a whole hour. Let's just take the whole hour. And we only did it with 2 clues.
Ooh.
I know. That's the other thing. Like some places, this one, if you they give you 3 clues if you want to be up on the competitive board. 2 clues was really good, but we still we got over the time that somebody else had done it in. But I'm also like, I get why you have the competitive board because like you want to get people in and out as quickly as possible.
But so what?
But I'm also like, I want to get my money's worth.
Well, and the thing, like in and outs, like so what? Like it's an hour allotted, and like they can't reset the room quickly if they have someone else. You know what I mean?
Right. So. Yeah, so that was fun. And then we went to brunch at Arlo, which I was like, it's right near the mall.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, and it was fun, but it was just like there was also a jiu-jitsu competition happening at the property, and I'm like,
Oh no!
I was like, oh, did I see you all at the
Wait,
last
wait,
one?
wait. Did you say hiya?
No, I did
Like
God.
whenever someone
Hiya.
text messages me HIYA, I always think of something with like hiya.
No,
So you didn't do that
no, but there were some cuties there.
with
Of course
booties
there were.
Oh, yes, there were.
and hotties the bodies.
And this harkens back to Paul's adventure going to the jiu-jitsu competition where they're in their pajamas just rolling around the floor grabbing each
Which
other.
I
Right.
want to go. So whenever there's another one, please invite.
So, but it was like it.
Let
so it
us
was,
know, Aiden, but we're going for all the wrong reasons.
exactly.
We'll support you, and also look at some hot men.
So anyway, yeah, that was today. So I carb loaded at brunch.
What'd you have? What was your
I
assessment of the
can't
restaurant?
because my assessment of the restaurant was it was good. They still got to work on their brunch, and their DJ sucked.
Oh, they had a DJ?
Well, that's the whole reason we went because it's supposed to be DJ brunch,
Oh.
and it said on the website spitting 90s and aughts hits, and we're all like, yes, let's go do it. We're gonna hear some New Kids on the Block, some NSYNC, some Britney and stuff. No,
What did they play instead?
I heard okay. When we got there, he was doing okay because he did "I Can't Wait" by New Shoes. He did "Best of My Love" by Emotions.
That's not 90s.
I know. And then he got into like he did do one Britney song. It was "Toxic," but
That's
it was like
not 90s.
but it was a remix, and so it had this like clapping part. And I'm like, does this not sound like "Ass" by Big Sean? Because like when it was clapping, I was like, ass, 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 ass.
That made them money.
I know, like I was waiting for that to happen. I was like, that'd be
The
cool.
best part of that song is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking my go chords?
Get back on course, let me fuck up back on course.
Yeah. Oh, Big Sean. How big is it?
So anyway, and then he like it was somebody's birthdays. It was shouting them out, and then he was like playing a song, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
But not 90s and
No,
aughts?
That
And
sounds like a
aughts.
bad bar mitzvah.
yeah, it basically it felt like
yeah.
that. You know, I was like, it would have been cool if he had just played like jungle music or something, like some, or even like some like dancey,
What is
relaxed
jungle music?
like you know, so like Afro beats and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you it couldn't be worse than Jinx Mirage at
Ugh.
Moe's.
At Moe's. Ugh.
Oh, is
You
that
ever
the
go on
one?
Friday night at Moe's? There was
It's-
a guy that is a DJ every time, and he plays one song.
Where's the
And
Jughead crowd?
and you'd never know where it finishes or ends,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
it's one song.
And it's like the same thing, but there's like kind of different. Oh my god, that's like waiting in line at Soaring Over California in California Adventure. Because you're like, wait, is this song ending or is this a new song?
It's like the lobby music at the W Hotel. It's the same way.
I'm okay with
It's
it
this
though.
ambiance music.
Yeah, I'm all right. Wait, why can't you divulge what you ate?
Because that's for
Oh,
mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. So Thanksgiving Life is they had this croffle.
a what?
It's a croissant and a waffle together.
Was it good? No, it was Croffle.
It was. I mean, it was like I thought it was.
No.
It was okay.
Because do they basically just take a croissant dough and then put it in a waffle iron?
Yes.
So
So-
it's not like a flaky croissant. It's like denser.
And no, it's not really dense. It's really crispy on the outside, so it's
I
not
mean, that
dense.
makes sense.
It's good. Their sauce was really good too. I just wish that they had poured it on top of the waffle instead of all on the bottom. And I get why they did it and stuff, but
Like a syrup?
yeah.
Okay.
So it was good. But yeah, that's what giving me life is. That
I thought you couldn't divulge because you were like writing them a review, or like you were like it was so bad that you can't say, or like you had to sign an NDA or something.
No, it was really bad because it was like all of us were really hungry for some reason because like I got that and I got some candied bacon and a biscuit.
Yes, though. Candy bacon. Oh,
they were really good though too. I was like, okay, and then they had a biscuit with lemon curd and raspberry jelly, and I was like, oh, that was good. And then the girl next to me had she got like a 2-egg plate along with the croffle, along with something else, and I'm just like, girl, are you hungry? Like, what's going on?
You guys' words up an appetite escaping the room.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. I do love a biscuit. Like any type of biscuits on the menu. But I feel like I like biscuits and gravy, like the sausage biscuits and gravy with eggs for a brunch. But I prefer like a regular biscuit with butter and jelly, or like a jam, because it's like a sweet, yummy.
Got it. It was funny because like I just remember this when we were at the escape room. I was like coming out of the bathroom and I'm like, there's no paper towels in the paper towel dispenser, and she's like, yeah, there's another one behind you. And I was like, oh, I didn't see that. I didn't realize the escape room started.
But also fill the roll call.
You had to knock on the sink 3 times.
Can you imagine if you have to go to the bathroom and it's like solve the riddle,
So what's giving you life, Jay?
So mine is actually really like not cute, like cool, but I was like very impressed. So I went to Vaughn's to do a little grocery shopping, and I got one of the things I needed to get was some bread, and there was like on sale, and then it was like a digital coupon, and I was like, I don't know what that is. And so they're like, go on the app and you scan it. And I was like, okay, it's like your coupon's been clipped. And I was like, okay, like now what, right? And so you clip the coupons, it like syncs it up with your thing. And then I like go to do my self-checkout because I don't do anything other. And
Same.
I put in my number and I'm asking the guy, I was like, did the coupon load? He's like, yeah, like you don't have to scan anything. And I was like, so you're telling me that I can go around this store and clip all these digital coupons and save a bunch of money? He's like, yes. And I was like, I had no idea.
Girl, you can go on the app and just do it all there, and you don't even have to scan.
Yes. So I was like, okay, I buy frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries for a smoothie. And like, it was like, here are some things that you buy. And I'm like, okay, first, how do you know? And I'm like, oh, because I punched in my code, my phone number. And I'm like, oh, these are on sale. And I was like, oh my God, I need to use this. So my giving me life is the fact that the Vaughn's app, like, which I just discovered yesterday or 2 days ago, is like solid.
Okay. So also what you need to do is you need to set it so that it changes your points into dollars off. So you earn points every time you use your number.
Yes.
And so those points, every 100 points is $1.
I know you can use it for gas, but I don't get gas.
Oh, no, we use it for the groceries because that comes off.
That's smart.
How do you do that? We'll talk later.
But like right before, like usually before Andy goes to the store, I will go through the Vaughn's app and clip everything I need for him to buy and stuff, or things that he usually buys, and I clip all that stuff so that when he goes there and puts a number in, it's already done.
I feel like this is, I don't know, like, it's a little too intimate because I'm on the app right now. It's like, here are your go-to favorites. My number one thing is Brookies, a 4 count.
It knows.
Followed by, I apparently only buy Brookies, bananas, Super Greens blend, blueberries, and strawberries.
Sounds about right.
This is like your Instagram end of year summary, but
it's your Vaughn's Wrapped.
Well, when we get into our topic, I'll tell you, I feel like I was read to filth when I was researching. So no, that's what's giving me life, and I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't know this existed, and I've probably been missing out on a bunch of savings.
Yeah.
And I love the Mission Hills Bonds. That's my go-to.
That's ours.
It's ours too. It's our favorite. It's our favorite. Bonds.
It's nice, but they're getting rid of the flooring. I don't know if you've gone recently, but all the shiny
in
flooring
the produce area, it's all redone,
and it's on the other side too. And I'm like, there was also.
Are they putting in lava?
I survived, so I don't know. The
floor is not lava.
What is it, cake? I didn't cut into it, so I don't know.
So, all right. So for this week, we are hearkening back to something that Joe said in an episode recently, and he did not know that there was that the phrase "worth your weight in gold" or "worth its weight in gold" the weight was WEIGHT. He thought it was WAIT.
Yeah. It was a homonym or a homophone.
Well,
homonym.
This is why people.
Yes, it was homonophobic.
This is why people have a hard time learning English, because we have words that sound the same and are spelled differently and mean different things, or they could even be spelled the same and still mean something totally different.
Or
how
they
it's
have
used.
a definition, like one definition means the opposite of the other definition, and it's like, what?
So we decided, we're like, okay, let's go over some like phrases and or words and things like that people usually get very wrong, or it's changed over the years to mean something different. Because like people would say, the actual phrase is, you can't have your cake and eat it too. But people would go around and go, have your cake and eat it. It's like, no, that's not because people are like...
people. Like, I'm telling you, when I was reading through these, I was like, it's like 25 idioms that people get wrong all the time. And you'll be like, wow, I'm dumb. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I am the target audience of these articles.
Right, because people now are like, well, I can have my cake and eat it too. And it's but that's not the saying.
That's me. I'm like, oh yeah, well, you can have your cake and eat it.
You can't tell me how to live my life.
So it's, you can't have your
you can't have your cake and eat it too. Meaning like, you can't have this and have that. You know, it's like you can't have success and be happy in a relationship. You know, it's like you're going to have to give up one or the other.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I just think about cake.
Well, and I'm like, you know, between that and let them eat cake, I'm like, how many? I'm like, I want to do like a look up how many sayings or something that have to deal with cake.
Yeah. Now, is it cake?
Oh, he caked up.
Look at those cakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet Cakes and Candy by RuPaul.
So yeah, I was like, oh, that's an interesting one.
Well, I know that one.
Okay.
It's like common saying, but I've also said like, oh, you can't have your cake and eat it.
What about you?
So I learned about this actually recently by reading Ketanji Brown Jackson's autobiography. I haven't finished it because the girl writes very densely, so TBD on that. But it's hunger pang, not hunger pain.
Well, you say pangs, it's hunger pangs, but it sounds like pangs.
Pain.
Yeah,
I always
no.
I'm having hunger pains, and it's like I also don't know what a pang is.
It's like a feeling in your belly.
Uncomfortable sensation.
Oh, but I hope all of your pangs is champagne. Do you ever hear that? It's like
no.
I think it's a hip hop song. Is it Nicki Minaj who says it, or is it like
may all your pains
be champagne? It's like it's Jay-Z and Kanye West. Yeah, that's right. But we're not talking about Kanye.
I was just gonna say we don't talk about him.
Actually, Jay-Z right now either. Actually,
wait, what?
Neither. We don't talk about either of them right now.
Yeah.
What
we
Jay-Z?
can't. Oh, he's also been the whole thing. I think it's with P. Diddy, and then he's also has a sexual harassment against him.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Jeez.
Allegedly. Allegedly. This one is interesting because Andy did not know this.
Okay, tell us.
But
Andy knows.
A lot of people say, well, then you have another thing coming.
I say that.
It's actually you have another think coming.
Another think?
Oh.
Yes. It's another think because... it comes from...
thinking?
Thinking. THINK.
It's not thing?
No. It's not. It's always been think.
I didn't know.
I don't
you have
like that.
Think coming.
But it's become so popular that people just say thing and that's it.
Oh, another thing is, hey, oh, that's weird. Oh my God!
I have one to throw out for you, and I think this may both be right at this point, but you're in the middle of the night slumbering and you wake up. Do you fall back to sleep or back asleep?
I would say back asleep.
I fall back to sleep.
I fall back to sleep.
I would say back asleep. Did you fall back asleep?
But I think they're both...
Or maybe back to sleep? Back asleep?
One is
back
technically right, but both have become used.
Or back to life. Back to life. Back to reality.
Fell back to sleep?
The correct phrase is fall back to sleep.
Well, this is a Google,
Google
We don't trust Gemini.
Gemini says
that you could smoke a pack a day while you're pregnant. So Gemini is not trustworthy. Miss Gemini. The only good Gemini we have is Paul.
The other
fall back to sleep.
The other one that people get, they say a lot, which is wrong, is for all intensive purposes.
Yeah,
I am people. Yeah.
And it's for all intents and purposes.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, that's a purpose that's intensive. Because it's like, well, it's funny because like I was thinking about like how you rationalize them, how it's wrong, and you're like, oh no, like the purpose is intensive. Like, oh my god, yeah, for all intents and purposes. Like,
I thought it was about people camping.
Right.
All intense.
Yeah.
And purposes.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, like I felt very. I'm glad I researched this in like
This is dad joke heaven right
with
now.
like just myself because I felt very like ashamed of my like knowledge because I'm like actually smart and I'm like damn I'm not.
I was smart.
That's MRT.
It's the one though that Joe always like a couple years ago, and I always say it's sixes, and you're like, "What the hell are you saying?"
Yeah, but you have all those weird things. You're like, oh, there's a lot. He has a lot of weird ones that he says.
But like
it's six. It's like
6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Yes, you say it's sixes.
Yeah,
50-50. It's one way. It doesn't really matter, right? He's like, "What are you saying? I have no idea what you're talking about."
I say that all the time. I'm like 6 of one, half a dozen of another. It doesn't matter.
One of them that I learned is oh my god, my brain is not working because I'm trying to be smart. But it's cease and desist, not cease and assist.
Oh,
because I'm like, oh, like you have to cease, like stop, and then assist, right? But nope. Because again,
C's. I thought you actually meant you knew it was C's, but no, you meant C's as in
like
look.
stop,
No, cease.
like stop, C E
Oh,
A S.
cease.
Like,
Okay.
cease it, like stop, girl. I need to assist you.
It's like, I want you to stop, but I'm willing to help you.
But stop seizing. Oh my god. The flashing lights might cause epileptic seizures.
Okay, so this one is very like because I think people do this a lot. They say by and large.
I say that.
It's by and large.
By and large. By and large. By and large.
Right. It's like, but people
By
say
and
buy
large.
in large, like you're gonna buy in large sizes.
A-N-D.
Correct.
By and large.
By and
Right.
large, yeah.
Right. But a lot of people say buy in
in,
large.
Interesting.
Maybe you want a large, not a medium.
Not a medium, I know.
You want to supersize that?
Or maybe it's a large buy-in. The buy-in is large.
Maybe it is, but then again, that would be wrong because that would be B-Y.
Boy.
Or maybe you're saying buy in large, like buy as in goodbye in large.
A lot of these things too are when you hear them, you don't know the spelling. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like the spelling of the word is different than what you hear, but then
like
your brain
hunger
doesn't go to
pain
the
is
right.
a great example of that because it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, one of the ones that made me laugh because there are like memes about this where it's like I made a full 360 degree change, and then the memes are like, "Bitch, you still on your same old shit."
I know.
I've made a complete 180,
Right.
And I know that one at least because I know my math. But I'm like, it just always makes me laugh because the memes where it's like I'm making a 360 degree change, and it's like, girl, no, you ain't. You're doing the same.
I mean, you're not doing any changing.
Same way.
So another one is people say I couldn't care less,
I say that.
and that's wrong. It's I could care less.
Could care less.
That one I just will continue to say wrong.
I couldn't care less about that
Because
one.
it's like, oh, I could care less, and it's like, could you?
Because you could not care less.
But yeah, it gets too complicated. Like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't care, bitch.
Yeah, you could care less.
I thought it's like, wait, is it I could care less or I couldn't?
Could care less.
The wrong one is I couldn't care less.
Because that means you care a lot.
Or that means you care a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. You care. There's care there.
No, I have no care. No
so
care.
you could care less.
I'm not a care bear. We need to now get a bear who really cares and interview them. Like a gay bear. This is one I've said wrong. It's one and the same is the wrong word, but it's one and the same.
And a lot of that is
lot of
just that and, because some people just...
One and the same.
Right.
But so that's, again, like, it's all like the cadence which someone speaks. It could be like, oh, one and the same. You said one and or one and. But like, one and the same means that they're like the same. Like, it's indistinguishable. And I'm like, oh, it's one and the same. Yeah. And I say that.
But then with one in the same, it's like, I put one inside of it.
Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I put my one in that same. What my one is, we don't know.
Well, that's like one and done.
That's not right?
No, I mean, it's not one and done. It's one and dung. You know,
Are you kidding?
Manure, yeah. No, I just made that up.
Oh my god.
You know I'm going.
That was some shit right there.
Up and up.
I could see if you say it with enough conviction. One and dung. I'm gonna start saying
One and
that
done.
one. One and dung.
Another one is Doggy Dog World, and it's actually Dog Eat Dog World.
I know that one.
I know
Right.
that one from
Doggy dog.
from Cheers. When who's the guy that was
Norm?
Norm would come in and he'd go, "It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear."
That's hilarious,
That was a
actually.
great line from Cheers.
Oh, Lord.
So this one I also say wrong. It's not jive with, it's jibe with. Did you know that?
Because jive means to dance or something like that.
Yeah,
and then,
like, hey, you're not fun. I don't want to dance with you. So, like, we don't jive.
but
You don't
jive.
dance.
But what's a jibe? I don't know what a jibe is.
Family term.
It's to be in harmony with, to agree with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jive.
But jive.
Says Gemini.
However, when you're dancing with someone, you are also in harmony with them.
Yeah.
See? It's how I'm rationalizing these things.
I'm not sure I like the restaurant's jibe or vibe.
But it seems like jibe just seems weird. Like, oh, that doesn't jive well. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm going to keep saying jive.
You do that, girl.
Listen, I learned all these, and I'm going to keep doing it wrong.
So another one that people get wrong all the time, and you actually see this in restaurants and stuff, people post this, but it's first come, first serve.
Yeah.
It's actually first come, first served. Like, you know,
Oh, that makes sense. Like,
if you're the
there
first
early, you
there,
get the
you're going to be the
first.
first one to be served. So whereas first come, first serve, it's like, oh, am I serving someone? Like, am I going to have to be the one
Yeah.
serving? Like,
First,
I mean, I serve. I'm always serving.
that's not like first come, first served. So it's first come, first served.
Served. Yeah.
What about first come, first serviced? There we go.
There you go.
I don't like that. First come, first serve. That's right.
You've just been served.
And Paul does the death drop.
Yeah, exactly.
He there is footage of you. So I say this one wrong, but I don't even say the wrong of it. So it's be at someone's beck and call, and the real one is being at someone's beck and call. But I say be at someone's becking call.
So like beckon,
Like
Beckon.
yeah, but I say becking, which I don't even know is a word.
You know, I used to know a guy named Beckon.
Who?
I used to know a guy named Beckon.
My nephew's name is Beckett.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it Beckon?
No, Beckett.
Oh, Beckett.
Oh, did you say
no.
Beckon?
I knew
You
someone.
knew a Beckon?
Yes.
Oh. Were you at... Wait, hold on. But did you answer Beckon's call when he called you?
whole exchange. I'm just like, I'm laughing at but that's my nephew said, Beckett? No, Beckett. Beckett?
Thames.
No, not the Thames.
Beckett?
Oh my God.
Did you guys, when you were in London, did you talk about the Thames?
Yeah, we
I
did.
didn't say it. I refuse to say the word.
Thames? Where are we at? Thames?
This
Thames?
river.
The nasty ass bloody river. No, so wait, you knew a man named Becken.
Yes. That was his actual name.
A man named Becken.
Becken was at his beck and call.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so this isn't that people say it wrong. It's that people actually get the meaning of the phrase wrong, or they use it in a way that's not what it was originally meant to, but because over the years it's changed what the meaning of the phrase is. But it's blood is thicker than water.
I've said that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, but people think because it's your family over your friends.
No, I thought it's because the viscosity of blood is more viscous than like water.
Okay, scientist.
Okay, calm down.
Okay.
Quality assurance.
Yeah.
That was a quality answer.
That was a quality.
Thank you.
answer.
Oh, you know what? That's one and dung.
Viscosity, that's my drag name.
Yes.
But actually, what it means is it dates back to a proverb that actually went, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Meaning the people that you were surrounded by, that you chose, like if you, a lot of times they would do like blood rituals where they would like cut each other, and you know how like you were
Blood oath.
blood oths and stuff.
Okay.
Or the covenant of religion or anything
Right,
like that.
or if you were if you were a soldier and in your unit you guys had to kill people,
Okay.
like that was something that you bond that you have with them.
So it's
Interesting.
Yeah.
thicker than family.
Right.
And so the original meaning is that your
Your-
like, chosen family is better than your normal family.
Correct.
I like
So it's
that.
kind of-
That's very LGBTQIA plus forward.
I know.
It's kind of reversed itself.
Right. It's reversed itself over the years.
We need to reverse it back.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, I just thought that was an interesting like little factoid that I found. I was like, okay.
I didn't know that. I always thought that it was the family, like your family is more important than not family. Interesting. Okay, so I also say this one wrong. It's the wrong one is fall by the waist side, but the right way is fall by the wayside.
Oh yeah.
What's a waist side?
I don't know, where you throw shit
When
away.
you're losing weight, and you're all the waist size.
Like in a garbage chute, like, oh, by the waist, like, that's the side you waste stuff on, like, over there.
I thought it was when your belly gets smaller. From the waist size.
Snatched. It's giving, oh my god, what are the things that what's the lace-up things? The squeezy middle things that they lace up?
A corset?
The corset, yeah. The squeezy lace-up.
His hand signal, I thought he was talking about liposuction.
Oh, okay.
You were like,
I mean, that's a waist side for me, because you're taking
That would
that.
fall by the waist.
Yeah.
There's another one that where and in are interchanged. So again, you miss what it's supposed to be, but it's case and point and not case in point, which a lot of people say.
I say case in point. I get it right.
Okay.
That's one.
That's one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, the 25 common things that you're saying wrong, I'm like, I am 0 for 15.
Well, you are in the demographic.
I know. So I'm glad that we're doing this so I
Yeah.
can learn, but I'm not
Actually-
going to change.
So far, there have been like 3 that I say wrong, but most of the ones that you guys have said so far, I actually say the right way.
Yeah, I think a lot of it does boil back down to like when you hear it versus what the spelling is.
Yeah.
And like if you read,
It's like reading versus audiobook.
yes.
So we haven't even gotten to the one that most people say wrong, which is nip it in the butt. But it's supposed to be nip it in the bud.
Yeah, I learned that one recently.
Yeah, then yesterday when you were doing your research.
No, that one, like, I would say a couple years ago. Because it doesn't, I was like, oh, nip it in the butt. And it's like, wait, not in the butt? And it's, oh, in the bud. Because it's like a flower, right? Like, you have to cut it off.
Well, it means you're putting an end to something before it actually starts when it's a bud. Because
Right.
a bud, and the fact that, yeah, you see it like a flower, analogy, but like a bud and a flower is it just starting to grow
before it continues along.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then nipping it in the butt means you're going to hit its backside.
That's what I want. Listen.
Look.
Nip me in the butt.
LGBTQ.
Well,
I'm going to nip it in that butt.
Nip it in the butt.
In the dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah. And Care Bear. Okay, so I knew this one, but I didn't realize that people say it wrong. So the incorrect is the statute of limitations, but it's statute of limitations. I only know that because I watch a lot of like House of Representatives like debates, and I know that.
And a lot of Matlock
and murder. Well, because the statute of limitations is basically like, hey, like you can't be tried for this anymore because it expired.
Too much time is wasted.
Right.
Evidence is stale. It's not fair to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, people, when they say irregardless,
oh my God,
they're actually supposed to mean regardless because irregardless is a double negative.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that there's, and that's like when people say literally out of turn when they mean like legitimately. They're like, that's literally so funny. And it's like, no, that's not the word.
So funny.
Like, it's not, no, literal is not the definition. Like, and that has been like propagated by the Kardashians, and I'm glad that they're not on TV anymore, so thankful. But yes, it might be actually, leading into my next one, a moot point, which the wrong way is a mute point.
Right. I say moot because
say
I'm
moot.
like, I will be talking to people, I'm like, that point is moot.
Well, I say moot point. I don't know why mute. Maybe people think like, oh, your point needs to be silenced.
Maybe.
What conversations, Paul, are you having where you're like, that is moot, and you walk away?
When he's at work. I can see you at work.
I have actually used that at work.
Or like with a
client?
Somebody will be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, unfortunately, that point is moot.
I love that.
You know,
I say moot point all the time.
I never used it. Like when you go to law school, you use all these every day.
So Andy's like, no, I know this.
That's what we say.
Thank God for Sabrina Carpenter because she's helped everyone learn that it's actually espresso and not espresso.
It's true.
It's true.
Espresso.
Yeah. Case in point.
No, I know it was espresso because I worked at Starbucks and I also liked coffee growing up. And I would be, my skin would crawl when like people would be like, can I get 2 espressos? And I'm like, are you expressing yourself right now?
Okay, Madonna.
But there also, like, there was this one guy who I think had dyslexia, and I'll never forget because he would want like a chai tea latte.
And you're like, chai is tea?
No, and he would order a Tai Chi latte.
Oh, Tai Chi.
And I'd be like, hiya!
Okay, I will admit, I did not know until I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse that chai meant tea. So when you say chai tea, you're just saying TT.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Pizza pie is the same thing.
Yeah.
Pizza means pie.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So you should just be ordering a large chai.
I say chai tea. Oh my God. I don't like being redundant. Like when you say like, oh, I'm going to the ATM machine. No.
The machine is in there.
Yeah.
It means automated teller machine, yeah.
I know. Oh my God. I've exhausted my idioms.
Although, I was just at a trade show, and it's called the MANTS, M-A-N-T-S, and that stands for Mid-Atlantic Nursery Trade Show. So, of course, you always say at the MANTS Trade Show, but you're not doing that.
Even Starbucks does it wrong.
Even Starbucks says chai tea, but
that's why we all know.
Right, exactly.
I mean, Starbucks does a lot of things wrong, so...
But it's supposed to be like a chai latte or something like that, but it's a chai means tea.
Okay.
I do love a good chai, like a spicy chai.
I'm not a fan of chai. I've had it a couple times and it's okay, but it's not like my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had a chai latte? A chai tea latte.
A TT latte?
A TT latte?
That's my drag name also. TT latte?
Oh my God, yes! But pronounce it's just the letter T.
Yeah, just the letter T.
Coming to the stage, TT Latte!
She's venti. TT Latte.
Tsitsi, T-S-Y. Because it'd be like, she's so fly, Tsitsi.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
All right, so there's another one. People will say, I'm giving you leadway, and it's actually, I'm giving you leeway.
Yeah, it's leeway, obviously.
I didn't understand the first one.
Lead.
I'm giving you lead way.
Oh, like
it's
I'm
actually
giving you space.
It's like I'm letting you have the lead,
Leadway.
but it's actually leeway.
It's like
so
a
I'm
little
giving
bit
you
of grace.
space.
I'm giving you a
Yeah,
little bit of grace, girl.
I know. And people say, "White as a sheep."
White is a what?
White as a sheep.
White is a sheep?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
but it's supposed to be white as a sheet. SHEET.
I've never heard white as a sheep.
No.
I've never heard
What are these pictures?
Oh my gosh, she is gorgeous. Who is that diva?
But she is serving.
She is serving a look. LEWK.
See, this is when AI.
Gemini.
This is when I'm okay with AI.
Okay, people, you have to look up white as a sheep.
Or
Or
sheep.
white as a sheet or sheep. And look at
Google
images, and it will give you life.
haunting.
I mean, that sheep, I would vote for her.
She
for
is
queen.
giving, midsummer beautiful. Like, come on, girl.
At least it says it's AI generated. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, that's that. I mean, we all learn. We are here to be infotainment for
so
everyone.
your job this week, your homework assignment is to use at least 3 idioms wrong.
Done. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Right?
Or even better, mix them together.
Yeah.
Like white as a host instead of white as a
Well, that's me. Like, I'm not good at them. Like, they're like, oh, like, I know it's boil the ocean. I'm like, oh, like, you don't want to boil the water.
You want to what?
Boil the ocean, like, do too much because it's like you're overdoing something.
Is that a saying?
Yeah, boil the ocean.
Never heard that.
I've never heard boil the ocean.
Really?
No.
Is that an Italian thing?
I've only heard it in corporate. Boil the ocean, yeah.
Boil the ocean,
Yeah.
meaning undertaking an apology. Look at
Or making it a
you!
task
Joe knew one that
unnecessarily
none of us knew. There you go.
I
And
know.
when you say boil the water, then that's very attainable. So
Yes. I know, because like I've heard it like, oh, we don't want to boil the ocean. I'm like, oh, we don't want to like boil the water over. It's my MO of not knowing any of this. I know that's how the cookie crumbles. And that's all you need to know.
In that case, everyone have a great week. Thanks.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to These Unprecedented Gays. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join us next time as we continue exploring the ever-changing landscape of queer life. Until then, stay proud, stay fierce, and stay unprecedented.